On Friday, September 17th, Kentucky Secretary of State Michael Adams visited NKU's campus for Constitution Day to talk with college students about the recent expansions to the state's voting process.
The purpose of today's events was to bring students not only at Northern Kentucky University, but around the state together to not only learn about the importance of Constitution Day, but to learn on why it's important to vote, why it's important to know what our governing documents are doing and saying, and how we can make our state, our country, a better place.
The event was hosted by the Scripps Howard Center for Civic Engagement and featured other guest speakers from campus, such as Student Body President Aaliyah Cannon and Provost Matt Cecil. The Secretary discussed recent state voting improvements, encouraged Northern Kentucky residents to stay informed and involved, and then took questions from the audience.
From the very beginning, even before I was sworn in, I made it a point to get a broad range of opinions and advice, including from ideological opponents and others who didn't support my campaign.
Just say make sure that our students in our region continues to use their voice, know that your voice matters and it counts.
But the larger issue is generational. I'm a Gen Xer. My generation has really dropped the ball. We don't volunteer for stuff. We don't join stuff. That's part of what's wrong with today's society is people are dropping out of groups, churches, civic groups where they meet people who aren't like them and learn to tolerate each other, and they're just retreating to their social media caves and attacking each other. And it's bad for our country in lots of ways, but one of those ways is people don't volunteer civically.
Secretary Adams saw turnout from students and faculty alike, both in person and virtually, as well as online guests from schools across the state.
I hope that people that attended today's event take away that you should constantly be learning and enhancing your knowledge around our government and our governing documents, because I actually learned a lot today that I didn't know. Even though I live in this state, there's a lot of things going on that I'm not aware of. And I know for a lot of other communities, specifically our minority communities, they aren't aware of them either and how it affects us. So we just need to increase our knowledge on those topics.
That we've expanded access to voting, that we've made voting more secure from fraud or corruption. It's all good news, but it doesn't do voters any good. They don't know what these rights are. So I'm here today to try to get that message out.
Secretary Adams hopes that college-age Kentuckians not only get excited about voting, but also volunteer with their local voting offices in future elections.
I would urge you not just register and vote, but do more than that. Be a poll worker.